Hi guys, this is Ginger, the old Bohemian Gypsy, and I've got a couple of shares of different hauls that I recently got. But somewhere in this video, I'm going to also be talking about uh, the big giveaway I'm going to be having, and these are part of two. I'm going to have two. It's going to be two giveaway. Well, one giveaway with two prizes. So I'll talk about these later. So you need to hang in there. Um, or you could probably fast forward, but I've got some pretty cool stuff I want to show you, especially what I got from, well, the stuff I got from Salvation Army is pretty good too. I mean, there's one thing that's phenomenal, but what I got from Etsy is unbelievable. So hang around for that. Okay, so I thought I would start with and first of all, let me say hello to everybody. Thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. I appreciate it so very much. I've been missing in action. I had promised to come back sooner, and as life goes, it kind of gets in the way sometimes. And what I did was I burnt this finger so severely that they had a stick on here and it all bandaged up, and it was actually burnt down to the bone. And it got in the way of crafting so much that I really couldn't do anything. Then, if that wasn't bad enough, in me trying to fumble around and do stuff here at home, I ripped a nail off, this nail off down into the quick. And it's still so tender to touch, as is this. This is down to a small little deal now, but it's very, very tender. And they said it's going to be for a while, but at least I'm down to a Band-Aid on that one. This one, too, I had to have something to protect that. So I am just one big bandage and a super klutz, I guess. And so I apologize for that and for taking so long to get back. Okay, so I'm going to start with the things I got from the Salvation Army. And I do want to say something about the Salvation Army. You can still find bargains there. They have really raised their prices. It's been a while since I've been back there because, as you know, I am in between automobiles at the moment. And so I take the little city shuttle bus. And so getting around isn't all that great. Plus, it costs, $5 round trip. So I can't just go every day wherever I want to go, whenever I want to go. So, but I hadn't been back there for such a long time, and they had remodeled and whatnot, and I knew it was bigger and supposed to be better. Well, it's bigger and roomier, and that's nice, but their prices are getting a little out of my price range. So because this is for, I buy mostly everything. Very, very rarely buy anything for myself. Occasionally an old pair of jeans for gardening or something like that, but and I have found some pretty decent pieces of clothing there. And I do look, and I'm always on the hunt for a wedding dress that I can cannibalize. But so like I said, I hadn't been back for a while, and there was so much cool stuff there that I just couldn't afford to buy because I knew it would be putting the price tag up there too high. And like I said, I want to try and do a monthly giveaway. Now, last month I didn't get it done. That's why I'm doing a two prize one for this next month, because like I said, I wanted to do one every month without fail. So if that ever happens again, you can expect the following month will be a two-parter. So, okay, first let's kind of go with this here. I haven't yet. It is, see if I can do this. This is some wallpaper border that I thought was just kind of pretty. And I'm going to find my voice is a little shaky. I'm taking a pain medication because of my thumb burn, and it makes me a little shaky because I also have pain medication for my spine, and so they said it shouldn't affect me. Well, I can tell it. It makes me a little jittery, and I don't like that, but I do need to take it, or I wouldn't be doing this video right now. So anyway, at first glance, I just kind of looked at this and thought it was very pretty, and it is prettier than I thought. I love the doily look there. So I found that, and that was cheap enough. It was like 69 cents. Original price was $1. So that was good. You can see the original price there says $1. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is super, super cute. And these are, let me get these out here. Let me get the, you can see they're little gypsy girl cards. And it's a game. And it tells all about the game. It's called the Game of I Win. So it's got the instructions. It's got fun with numbers. It's a complete arithmetic playing card game. And there's another one here that has some more. I guess these are the key. This is a key card or something. But what they are is, and there's another one. But what they are is you have your cards, your playing cards, and then you have your answer cards. So I thought these are going to be so cute in a journal, and I'm going to include some of these in the giveaways, a few pieces. Then I found this, and these were bundled together. They're 2 sets of flashcards. I got these smaller ones, and these measure, let's see here, these measure 3 by 4.5, and they're pink on one side and blue on the other. So I don't think it's a complete set because there wasn't a lot there. They had it bundled together for, let's see if I can see the price. No, I've already taken it off. I'm going to say it was $1.97. But these, I love these. These are the ones I really wanted, was these bigger ones. I just love these. And they're black on both sides, which I love that. One side is very, very smooth. The other side has a sort of a not so smooth. I'm going to say texture. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a different. This is definitely smooth and shiny, and the other side is not so much. So, of course, I like the side that is not so shiny. So, I got that. And there's probably pieces missing, but I don't care. And so I'm going to include some of these in the gift, the giveaway gifts as well. Then I found this. It's kind of funny. They had another one there, and it was a bound one, and it had some pages missing. And so I opted not for that because what I love these that have the holes in them for the ring binding, or spiral binding rather. And I thought at first glance, oh gee, there's, nothing in here. Well, there is. There's a surprise in here. It's kind of funny. One thing I'm going to read to you. I don't know, maybe it's all in the back. I thought there was some up front here. Oh, here we go. There's something here. Now this looks like a woman's handwriting to me. Anyway, here's like a beginning of a grocery list, because it's got chicken, HB meat, milk, soda and water, spaghetti, cheese sticks, egg rolls, nice variety. And then this letter, Alexa, I wanted to take it old school and write you a little love note. I have missed you so much this past weekend, it's ridiculous. I started my countdown to Monday, the second I dropped you off. I really hope you know how much I absolutely adore. And that's where it stops. And the next one says, Alexa, I wanted to take it old school and write you a little love note. You have been missed so much this past weekend. It insane. The countdown too. And obviously she must have realized her error there. And then I don't think there's any more until we get back here. And then we have, looks like a little, I'm sure that this is the first one. Bookkeeping. somebody with an account number, 2000 and something, address. I won't focus on that too much, and payments made, and etc., etc. That may be the only one. No, here we go. Here's some more something loan. It looks like they're monthly payments and maybe payments made. Started out with 365, ends up with 206. So that's that. So I'll, get rid of those. But I like the fact that, these book boards and the pages, and as you all know, I'm starting to do collage digitals, and mine are not going to be collaged on computer. They're going to be collaged on my my craft table and then scanned, and I'm going to be doing that and doing it and doing it. I love doing it, and they're turning out pretty decent, and I'll be revealing that pretty soon. And also, talking about that, the giveaway for people overseas, anybody out of the United States, will, and they're not uploaded yet, but they will be, and they'll have access to all of my digitals. And I have doilies and laces that have been scanned, and some fabric, and oh, they're really, really pretty, I have to say. Plus, the first digital, it's part of a kit. I've done the pages and the background pages and faded pages, because they've been taken the original design and then gessoed over the entire thing. I scanned the original, scanned it, the gessoed. They can be used in a journal or as just, tear pages, however somebody wants to use them. But anyway, they're quite nice. So they're going to have free digitals from me. The next thing is this book. And not only is it beautiful, let me see, let me back out here a little bit. I have a webcam and it doesn't get too much bigger. But there, you can see. If Ever Two Were One, a private diary of love eternal kept by Frances Ellingwood Abbott, 1855 to 1903, in the spine, and in the back, I can't even pronounce that one word. That is the derogatory type of my darling's innocent and beautiful soul. Her soul was the violet of my home, fragrant with heaven's own breezes, and lovely with a modest charm that kept me and keeps me her lover, as in the days of yore. Frances Ellingwood Abbott, 1894. Francis is a man. Okay. I was so enamored with this book, I started to read it. Anyway, the book is going to make a wonderful journal. I'm not going to leave any of the pages in. I will gut the book, but I will put some of the pages back. And the front part, it's like brand new. I don't think anybody ever read it. And it's not a library book because there's no library page thing. So I started reading it, and first let me see the copyright. Anyway, all the illustrations are beautiful. I don't know if you can see the background. They're like a collage version of the handwritten poems and notes. And there's the actual pictures of Francis and his sweetheart. And she died quite young, I guess. This is a HarperCollins publisher. And let's see. It is from, I'm going to say 1980 something. But portraits of Frank Abbott, 1859, 1870, 1857 through 1903. Oh, yeah. Copyright 2004. So it's, I guess you guys are calling that 2004 vintage. To me, it's just the other day. And it says, to the untold love stories in attics and archives everywhere. And the scroll, I mean, I could just go on, and I've gotten this far, and I'm going to be reading through it completely before I, tear it apart. But there is his love, a picture of her, and then there's more of that collaged letter background. And here's my little Salvation Army. I spent $37.21 altogether, which wasn't too bad. When I go into places like that, I try to keep it at $50 because that's my budget. And so anyway, there's that book, that was like the second best thing that I got. Here's another book. It's just a garden book, Wildflower of Gardening. It's a Time Life book. I can't scan these, but it's got great wildflower images. That's going to be great for a botanical nature journal. Okay, so that's that. Then the coup de grace of the whole thing from the Salvation Army. Oh, wait, no, I still have more. That's right, it better be more for that amount of money. So let me pull these couple of things out first. Okay, I found these, and it's Wausau Paper Stardust. They're greeting card envelopes with multicolor flecks. Very, very pretty. And since you all know I love doing altered envelopes, I don't know can you see the flecks in there? Yeah, there you go. Really pretty. I mean, it looks like, handmade paper. Of course it isn't, but so I think this is probably pretty much the entire package. And I'm not seeing how many. Oh, yeah. 50 envelopes. 5.75 by 8.75 inches. White sprinkled with multicolored flecks. So anyway, there's all of that. And I'll put a few of those in the giveaways. Then I found this. Of course, they had to stick 2 stickers on there. These are just your basic white, I'll take this off, catalog envelopes or shipping envelopes, whatever you want to call them. And these measure, let's see if I can get this. This is more than, let's say right there, probably 13 by, I have an odd number, 13 by 10. So there's a bunch of those, and I love these for covers, as everybody knows. Then I got this stack of these, and this is, oops, they're just a little heavy. You know what these are? Hanging folders. There was one brown one. I already took the metal things out and was playing around with folding it. It's perforated and whatnot. So what I thought I wanted to do is, look at this one. I'm going to probably use that as a tuck. I'm making I'll do something with a spine. You can enlarge a spine. Then this is going to be the flap that goes around, and I'll cut it down to whatever size I want, because it's probably going to be like it's a 6 by, I could do a 6 by 9 or 8.5, something like that. So a lot of them have this brown on the inside, and then there are some that do not. Some that have just the green colored on the inside. Well, anyway, that doesn't matter. So I got all of that. And real quick here, before I get into my, well, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself here. This. This is the jacket. There is an entire dress made of this stuff. It's hard for you guys to see, I'm sure. There was one little thing wrong with the dress. Some of this trim that they have sewn in with the sequins and beads was off on the skirt part. It's a sleeveless dress, and then it just goes straight down to about mid-thigh, and then it's got a separate panel that flares out all around the dress. Just gorgeous. A huge amount of fabric. I paid $9.99 for this two-piece. And as you can see, this is fabulous. Just fabulous. I would fix it up if it was my size and keep it for myself. But it's a large and I'm a small or extra small. So no way that's going to happen. It would be way too difficult to alter. But there's no way that I would find this amount of fabric for $9.99. I don't care where you go. Now, if I'd found this at my thrift store, I'd have probably paid $3 for it. Or $1.50. They seem to do a lot of things at $1.50. Now, let me put some of this stuff aside. And then I'll start with my Etsy. Well, let's just see the box. It's loaded. Loaded, loaded, loaded. I'll set that beside me. Yeah, most it is from Etsy. This was from AliExpress, just a bulk piece that I got. I order laces and stuff from AliExpress all the time. Well, you can probably see this better down here. It's just really, really, really pretty for boho. I'm always looking for boho. And speaking of AliExpress, I also recently got in from them. I try not to do any of their maybe, knockoff things that people say they steal designs and stuff, which I don't really think you can call it stealing. I think they modify them slightly and then, make it their own, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, these beautiful cameos. I ordered some more. I just haven't gotten them in yet. I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be doing for the month of May, my design team project for Shabby Dabby Doodah. I'm going to do the whole thing on camera. That's going to be my thing for May. So I haven't done one yet because I wanted to do it in the month of May. Okay. Can you see that? Is that just not gorgeous? The stones and everything on there. So I got two of those. And then I also got this one. And I don't know which one of these I'm actually going to use on the Shabby Dabby Doodah video, or I'm making a journal. See, I have a hard time maneuvering stuff with my fingers because I have a tendency to try and not use them too much. And then this one here, which is just like a little floral flower and very, very pretty. But that, I don't know which I'm going to be putting. And then I may get some more in before that. So that's my AliExpress stuff, which I've gotten more of. So, let me see, maybe I do have a couple pieces of that here. Actually, I do. I didn't realize this is from AliExpress. I'm going to put a little piece of this each in the giveaways as well. Maybe some of these buttons. And then I got a bunch of, I got this ball and chain, little things for hanging stuff on journals. Got those. I got. And then I got, like, all of this lace because I was getting low and I didn't have any brown. So I got all that as well. I didn't know I had to put that in the pile. Sorry. Okay. Now, this is Etsy from India, and I'm going to put here, let's see who she is. Sadina Shahani, and I'm trying to think of her Etsy store. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that. I'll see if I can't rectify that. Here's some lace, and I noticed some of the little pieces are still in there, and I didn't pop them out because I'm going to take them and use them in something. So I'll go through the whole thing and pop them out and save them in an envelope. But isn't that gorgeous? And I mean, you can take different colored, like sari silk, and weave that in there. I mean, the possibilities are endless with that. Here is this. Very, very pretty. And this is like a wire, like plastic coated something. Anyway, and that's sewn on there with the little gold, with the little gold bead balls. Yeah, this stuff here is the wire stuff. But is that just not gorgeous? Again, for boho. Guess you guys know what I'm wanting to do here. And this boho trim, or sari trim, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And is that just not gorgeous? I love it, love it, love it, love it. And then this one here. It's almost like a faux leather stuff right there. I don't know. But the leaf design, so pretty. And you can see here how it's all hand done. Just gorgeous. These ladies that do this stuff, they're just, I don't know, it blows me away, you know, what they can make by hand. And just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Put these here. Okay, so there's that. And then this from Michelle Morar. And again, I didn't do her YouTube. Maybe it's on the card here. It's Sorry Originals at AOL.com. It's Shelly Harnage. Her Etsy is Oohs, OOHS, then V, or it's an and. Oohs and Ahs Originals. That's what it is. Oohs and Ahs Originals on Etsy. Okay, thank goodness I had that in there. And then her little thank you tag. And she sent everything in these little organza bags, which I thought was great. And what I wanted to do was try these out. And if I like them, I'll get more. And these are trims because I like to make handmade trims with different fibers and whatnot. So I have this one, and they are on the coolest little cards. They have fish on them. And they're old looking, like with fairies. Yeah, they're fairies with fish coming up out of the bottom. Very, very cool. And they're plastic coated. I'm happy about that as well as what I got. And then this trim. I love both of these, and I can just see my mind's just going bananas here with obviously what I can do with these. And then I got this. She just threw this in, which was very nice. It's kind of that corded lace. Beautiful. But I got this piece of very old vintage lace. Oh, it goes this way. It's got, it has swans on it, and then like tulip design. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. Never seen anything like that. And you can tell this was taken off of something. So that's cool. I like that fact. Okay, so there's that. Kind of went hog wild on Etsy. Then I got, oh wait, this is part of my AliExpress. Sorry, I got all these different laces that I thought were very, very pretty. There's this one. See that? I didn't know I had that buried in there, sorry. And then this one. Obviously they're not old, but they're gorgeous on envelopes and in journal pages and covers and whatnot. That's really pretty. Maybe you can see it better that way. That one. And then this one. This one. And I, sometimes I just buy a little, check them out, and then maybe go back and buy a bunch so I can put them in, giveaways and stuff. There's another one that's gorgeous. Okay, sorry guys, that was part of the AliExpress. Okay, now this is Etsy Portraits and Presents. And that's on the, I got these mixed up. I don't know which came with which, so I'm just going to toss those aside. I'm sorry. This is the last of it here. Oops. There's stuff in here that doesn't pertain to anything, just old envelopes and stuff. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Oh my goodness. A mess here. Okay, all of these doilies. Sorry I wasn't more prepared to tell you who, but I'll try and I'll post that on Facebook. So I got like all of these for like, it was either 14 or 19, I don't know. They're not ironed, but there's this doily. And I'm going to iron these and scan these. Here's this one. This is like a dresser. One of the ones that you put across your dresser. With this beautiful embroidery. And they're all embroidered or crocheted or something. And then this one here. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this one, there are two pieces to this one. And it's on like, linen that you dry your dishes with, only a little nicer kind of fabric. And all crocheted, hand crocheted around the edges. So there is that piece. And then there are two of these. So these are matched. And that is these here. See that design on there? Matches the other. And these two are identical. Then here is this one. And there's a couple of spots on some of them, and I think I've got this little like a bleach dabber thing, and I've been able to get many stains out. It's got a little boo-boo there, but I'll fix that. There's that one. This one, cross stitch doily, square doily. I don't know if you can see all that. It's a little girl in her picking flowers with her little bonnet and her little dress on. Thought that was gorgeous. Oh yeah, there are two of those, and they're the same. I'll probably give one of those away somewhere. Okay, here is this one, and there are little stains on there, but not on this side, so I'll try and scan. Maybe I'll try and see if I can't get the stains out before I scan. The crocheted edges and then the little birds. These are like little pieces. I remember my grandma having these on her dresser and her little perfume bottles on top of them. Here's another beautiful doily. It's got a big stain here, but that'll come out. That will come out. I'm going to wash all of them by hand first and then see what I need to do. And this is an identical one here. And again, same kind of a stain in the same spot. I think they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. And then this doily, this almost feels like it's been starched or something. These I'm reluctant to wash. I think I'll just do some spot, because they smell fine. I'll just do some spot removal and maybe not wash these ones that are so stiff. I'm afraid to wash them. Here's another beautiful doily. That gorgeous design. And then this one is the largest one. There is no design on the other end, but this side has these beautiful flowers. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. Okay. So that is the extent of my hauls, which is a lot, and I didn't really spend all that much money on this stuff because, as you guys know, I don't have a lot of money to spend. But that's kind of, that pretty much governs what I can and cannot buy on Etsy and anywhere for that matter. So, yeah. Okay, so I'll kind of keep that there out of the way. And then let's get on with the giveaway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a two-part giveaway. And each one will come with an additional box of goodies, which I have yet to put together. So that's going to be kind of a mystery and will be revealed probably at a later date. So you'll have to keep watching my videos to maybe find out what's going to be in the boxes. And what I will be doing is I'll be filling up medium flat rate envelopes. And one for sure. The other one, I'm not sure. The other one, the second one, may be just a journal and a few things, maybe some fabric. But the biggest one that'll be the number one drawing, and that's going to have the medium-sized flat rate envelope, which I find easier and can get more stuff in than the large flat rate. I don't like the sizing. It's a sizing issue, and so the medium flat rate envelope for me is better than the large. So, okay, so I have these two journals, and I'd like a little feedback from you guys so you can tell me which one you think should be the number one with all the goodies and the other one with not quite so many goodies. So I don't know which one's going to be which. I'm going to let you guys maybe vote on that. What you're going to have to do is, and I'll repeat this at the end, you're going to have to like the video. Now, last time I specified that, but hardly anybody liked the video. I don't know if that meant they didn't like it, or they just forgot to do it. But this time, well, I went ahead and just included anybody that made a comment. But this time you have to like the video, and you have to subscribe. And if you don't do one or the other, then you will not be entered. I will just delete your comment, and so it won't get picked. So that is what you have to do first. Second, I'm going to be, I'm starting to compile things from my subscribers. You know, I want to, let me put it that way. And I have, you know, with Happy Mail and stuff, but I want to do a journal for myself with something made by you, and devote a page or 2 pages or whatever. And so what I'm going to ask that you do is you send me something. It can be an envelope, it can be a tag, something that I can decorate a page with, devoted to you. Ideally, I would like to do a 2-page, you know, spread devoted to each. I'm going to call you friends, and as a memorial for me, and I will feature what it is that you know, you were vying for, and so I'll just have a nice little memory for myself of, you know, what was going on. So let's go through this journal first. Oh, and I'll give the information will be below the video, my address, and again what you have to do, and like that. But I'm going to leave it up to you as far as what you want me to have of, you know, made by you, to put in the journal. Okay, so this is a journal I made a while back, and it's got my little plate on the back, handmade for you by the old Bohemian Gypsy. This is a butterfly applique. The band, which is just coffee dyed muslin, is sewn all the way across. And then I've layered different papers here and sewn on this gorgeous picture of this little girl. This is a Patricia flower that I made a while back, and I think I'm going to say this is a dryer sheet that I just kind of ripped and put on there. And this is just some random paper that I had, and it has the book corners, front and back. And I'm not sure how many pages because I didn't count. It's a single signature. So you open it up, and you can tuck something in here if you want. This little plate here, this book belongs to. Here is an altered paper clip of a pretty little gal. I'm not going to take it off. Well, it is holding that, but anyway, that's the paper clip, altered paper clip. Here's a little handmade bow I made out of that twisted paper. Let me see, am I in or out? Let's kind of go in a little bit on this. I think you can see this better. I'll show you this again. Maybe hold that up there. And the Patricia flower. That, and then my tag. Okay. Also, on the end of the closure is a handmade bead on each one. These are the paper beads that I take the time to sit down and do every once in a while. And what I do is, you probably can't see them because I try to match them up color-wise. They have the little eyelet that I poke in there, and to give them a nice finished edge. So they turn out to be quite nice little beads. Okay, this is paper-wise. I think I've just got random papers, and I'm not even going to try and guess from who they come from. They were just in my stash. This is a piece of terry cloth. I love how it frays, and it's pink, and I thought it was really pretty. Here is a little postcard, digital from somewhere. We've got a little, this is parchment paper that I've used when I coffee dye paper. I put them in the oven directly on this. I don't use trays or anything. And this one says, "And the story begins." That was stamped on there. And this is some lace washi tape. Here's a hand punched doily. I put a brad in here. It's been glued there to separate. And I've got these double little tags that I made. And they just pop in there. I thought they went kind of cute in there. So there's one on each side, and everything's been sewn. There's a lot of sewing in this journal. Here's a little lace tab. Here's half of a CD envelope, and I just put a little thumb tab there. A little skinny little tag that I made, and you can put something behind as well. I tried not to fill them up to the point, of no return where you can't actually add stuff. There's a little paper collage here, piece of Kool-Aid dyed, two-color Kool-Aid dyed doily, and scrap paper, and then I stenciled. Here's a little die-cut butterfly that I put on there with some bling. And this is an envelope with nothing in it. You can fill up. Goes on the other side. This is Kool-Aid dyed paper. This is a little bag that I made. It's a handmade bag. I printed this on deli paper. Here's a little envelope and a little journaling card inside. That's in there. And another journaling card. And some lined coffee dyed paper. This is a little tuck with some little ephemera. It's a banner tuck. Here is a coffee and Kool-Aid dyed book page. And I believe there's something else in here as well. If I can pull that out. Just some lined colored paper. Let's put that behind there like that. And then the background here is just a postcard, stamp actually. Some lace. This is some baking paper, the brown baking paper over a digital print. Another Patricia flower that I kind of just altered my own way. Journaling card. And this is just a little, some little fibers on a paper clip. Here's a little booklet with some random paper, a tag, and a lined journaling card, lined on one side, and then the brown baking paper on the back, and you can write on that. It's not coated. And then I just ripped this piece of coffee dyed cardstock, and then I printed on there. Stamped. Another tab. Over here is a coffee filter pocket. This is a little doubled up mason jar. Another little scrappy tag. Music paper tag with some lines on the back, and just some paper that I dyed up. I think that's how I had it. Okay, this is actually just graph paper folded up to look like an envelope that you can unfold and then journal on. I made it as a belly band. And I have in here, I have a tag. It says music says things that words simply can't. Another little scrappy tag and some more lined coffee dyed paper. So there's ample space to journal in this. Okay. Washi tape. Here's a Patricia pocket. And I just put a little doily here and some ephemera there. A handmade tag. A little Saturday Evening Post piece. And these are pre-made tags. They came like in a little booklet thing. And so I just included one of those in there. Here is a little tag that I made. It's got like a 3D little birdie thing. It came that way. And there's some ribbon. Now that I can't think of the name of the ribbon. Maybe it'll come to me. Anyway, that just sticks on there. Here's some more lace. Here's just a book page envelope. You can tuck something in there. This is just some tissue paper. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is a glassine bag, and I lined the inside of it with book page. Here's some ephemera and some more ephemera. Who doesn't like the Coca-Cola paper? And that is on, the paper is music score. I had found a sheet of that at my favorite thrift store quite a while back. On this side, just a tiny little corner tuck with a tag and a couple of little tickets stuck in there. Kool-Aid dyed envelope, and this is the baking paper. Here's some little pom-pom trim. This is the center of the signature, and this is the parchment paper. And I don't know if this does not stick really well. Well, it should, because I'm pretty sure I gessoed. No, I don't think this is parchment. I think this is, I dyed, tracing paper. I think that's what it is, yeah. And then I just made a little tuck here, and this is some more of this, towel. Yeah, towel fabric. God, I swear this happens to me when I get on camera. I go dumb. Anyway, I love Hot Phrase. I love that it's pink. I found this at the Salvation Army before they were so expensive. And just used it to cut up and fray and whatnot. Here's another Kool-Aid dyed envelope. The other half of that music score sheet with a little tag, ticket, and a little piece of ephemera. And some washi tape. Little tab. Here's some ephemera, some more Kool-Aid dyed paper, lined paper. This is also a Patricia idea. A little die cut there, and just some paper turned into, or cardstock turned into a tag. Here's another little paper clip. I don't need to take it off. This is an envelope. No, this is a card with nothing in it. Nothing, for you to write on. Held on with this little altered paper clip. Another Patricia pocket. Tag. Journaling card. More lined paper. And another tag. Muslin tab. Here's a little tuck with some washi, little ephemera, little tap ticket there, and another book page envelope. Here's another one of these little flip downs that opens up that you can journal on. And that just goes right in there. This little piece here is actually from a tissue box. Here's a little tag I made, and this is a something that came on a card, not a card, but you know, in an something that you buy that was stuck on a card. And then lined paper and a book page, coffee dye book page. So that's in there. And over here we have, did I make this a flip up? Yes, this is a Rita Donnelly flip up. And there are just a bunch of tags in here. This is a Kool-Aid dyed. I don't know what kind of paper this is. It's not regular cardstock. Anyway, made a little tuck on the bottom with another little journaling card in there. Hope I'm in frame. The little mason jar, a little envelope, another tag. This is just double-sided paper from a paper pad, as is this turned into a tag. Okay, so those all go in there like that. This is a page tab that I just glued down and such that it will open up and you can journal on that side. This is that baking paper, the brown baking paper. Another little pocket just like the one in the front. There's a little book page envelope, and there's some music paper that's plain on the back, and it's been stenciled that you can journal on. And then this one just goes in here because it's short, and I didn't want it to disappear in there, so I just stuck it over the flap like that. Here's the other part of that bag, another little envelope. This is a little postcard, and then some lined paper again. Just a blank page, Kool-Aid dyed envelope, the other side of that CD envelope with another tag, and just a little piece of something there, little collage there, more of that trim, another part of the doily with the same little tags, a little, this was actually part of an envelope, I think, and I just turned it into a little tuck, or a pocket rather, and that's on some, this is parchment paper. Stuck a little tag in there. Over here we have the paper tuck, little ephemera. Left the page there. On this side we've got a little side made out of a paper bag, a little tuck. And you can stick something in either side of these if you want. And it's entirely up to you. I did it that way just to give it a little more stability. And this is also a tiny little tuck if you want to put something in there. So that's the back. So that is that one. And like I said, it's going to be up to you guys. See what votes we get for which journal to be the first draw and then the second draw. We'll see how you guys want me to handle that. Okay, so there's that one. And now this one, similar but not. It's pretty much made like that. Except this one I did a little layered flower here. It's got some more of that, I coffee dyed this. It is the dryer sheets die cut flower, and then I folded and scrunched up a little doily, and then stuck on this silk flower. And here we've got different paper, music paper, book page paper, and then this image. That's on the front. Again, the corners, corner protectors. Another butterfly applique there. My little tag, and this is my little Sadie Mae, a little cartoon of my little Sadie Mae. She's a little Shih Tzu. She's mostly white. And then again, this is coffee and Kool-Aid dyed muslin, torn and frayed, and again the handmade beads. And this one doesn't have the color coordinated eyelets, they're just the silver eyelets. So maybe you can see that a little better there. I stick those in the edges. Okay, so let's open this one up. And so, like the other one, this book belongs to, and this one here I tucked a little piece of ephemera in there. Most of this ephemera, I'm going to say, came from Tsunami Rose in both of these, because I made this quite a long time ago, both of these journals, and just hung on to them. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. Some lace, and it's like tatting, but it's not. Journaling card, distress. I distress everything. And this one here, and the story begins. I just stamped that on a piece of cardstock that I ripped and distressed. Oh, this is actually cardstock from a pad, just cut down. And this little tag that I just stamped on. And then again from a paper pad. Just you cut them down. They make great journaling spots. Muslin tab. This is a little book page envelope I made to fit the page. Tag. Tag. And ephemera. And on this side, coffee and Kool-Aid dyed. It's got memories here. It's just cardstock that I just turned into the size I needed. Here's a tag that I punched and decoupaged a napkin on. I thought that was very, very pretty. And that just fits in there, just. Here's another little tag with a beautiful dragonfly, and it says, "Until you spread your wings, you have no idea how far you'll fly." And then a little journaling card, and I sewed all around that, put baking paper on the back, just to give it a little more stability, because it was just printed on just regular, 20-pound copy paper. More of that trim. A little flip up, little butterfly tag, and doily, a little bling, and some tags. I have this jumbo tag, and this came out of something. I'm not sure which of my books it came out of. I think, no, I'm not going to say because I can't remember. And this is just cardstock that has been coffee and Kool-Aid dyed. And how I did this was, I did this for a while. I would spray it on and then plop down my hot iron on it. And then you end up with these cool splatter marks. And did that on both sides there. And then again, another little tag that I decoupaged the rose on, and it says remember. Here's a little lace doily. This is just one of those store-bought doilies. Here is a altered paper clip. I will take this one off and show you. Did this a little different back then. I was experimenting on different ways to do it so you wouldn't see the paper clip. That's just one of the ideas that I came up with kind of early on. And then on this side, there's just some ephemera there on some cardstock from a pad. This is a little tag backed on book page and a guest check that has the tab part removed. Let's put this back on here. This way. Okay, another of the coffee filter pockets, little tag, some, oh, this is a little envelope with a little matching note card inside. I don't know that it's matching. Yeah, this is a things to do, but it went so well, I just stuck it in there. I thought it was so pretty, it just kind of went with that particular little envelope. Oh, come on here, let's get in there. Oh boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nothing goes right when you're on camera, does it? And I'm so, with my thick finger and thumb here, I'm not doing too good. Okay, so we've got that one in there. And then just some coffee and Kool-Aid dyed paper with a lot of different washi to journal on. Okay, there's some washi up there. Some terry cloth. There it is. Terry cloth. That's the word I was looking for. Another one of these coffee filter pockets. Another tag. A little tablet again with different pages. A Kool-Aid dyed weekly time card that I sewed, turned that into a little pocket here, sort of a little booklet thingy. And coffee and Kool-Aid dyed lined paper. Another flip up. Journaling, lined journaling paper from a tablet or a paper cardstock pad. Some ledger paper with some washi and another cardstock from a pad, and that I just put a little sticker on the bottom. This is the style I was doing way back when. This has got to have been made, oh, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago. Mason jar, ephemera. I just did a little collage here with a butterfly, some little pieces of that baking paper. They were just pieces I cut off and decided to use them. Then on a tag, and then this lips up, and you can journal on that, as well as the time card. And this just sticks in there. Here is a tag pocket, some coordinating color fabric, a couple pieces of ephemera. I don't know if you can hear my stomach gurgling. We've got some backed on music paper here, and there, this is a flip out, and you can journal on there. You could take gesso to here and there if you wanted to have some more space. Yeah, that's just glued on. And there is another book page envelope, some ephemera, and then this is all sewn on. My stomach's just really growling. There's the other side of that doily, coffee and Kool-Aid ironed paper, I want to say. Or this may have been dipped. It looks like maybe this was dipped. But I don't know, it's got the creases like I do when I iron it, so I don't know. Here is a die-cut butterfly. They're so pretty with that paper. Here's a white die cut, so it kind of contrasts and shows out there. Here is a bag from Denise's Tattered Dream shop. There's an empty little envelope there. Some ephemera and lined paper again for journaling. It's almost a whole sheet, and another little postcard. Let's go in there. An envelope. I'm going to say this is, and there is a lined sheet in there for journaling. I better take this off so we can see. It's a matching journal card. I'm pretty sure this is Tsunami Rose. So that goes on there like that. Just like that. And then we have here is, this is the center of the signature. And there's a little tuck there. Napkin collage on a book page, stamped. Little tag. Another little envelope. Some pretty trim. This is collage napkin on the book page. On this side, I think I did a light gessoing, maybe not, but I did do some stenciling there. This is a little envelope, and there is nothing in the envelope. Very pretty, though. I think that was gifted to me from somebody. I'm pretty sure. Here's the other side of that bag. There's a postcard in there. Well, beside this is a little blank envelope. Might show you this one. This is a little different. This is something I think I got on AliExpress way back when. Cute little envelope. Very cute little envelope. And it just clips on there like that. I used to use these plastic coated paper clips. I don't anymore. Postcard for journaling, lined paper, coffee dyed lined paper, and a piece of ephemera. Again, I'm pretty sure that's Tsunami Rose. Little tag there. Another book page envelope. It's empty. Another little altered paper clip. I'll bring that up there for you to see. And on this side, there's a fat, chubby little tag. And this is a tuck spot there, made from the flap of an envelope. And then the envelope on this side is a flip out, and there's matching paper inside, and that is a Tsunami Rose. Here's another one of these little envelopes that, doily, and this came this color, pink, and what I did was I just glued it in the center there and stuck in some ephemera and some little tags. This one here, same thing. I didn't glue these together. These are separate little, this is a little note card. You can see that. Now the one in the other one had a little Brad there holding it. But I don't know why I didn't do it on this one. Funny. Anyway, same thing. These are the double tags here on this one, and I stamped a little butterfly on the back of that one, and probably done the same thing. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie here. There we go. Probably did the same on this one. Yep, same little butterfly. I don't do enough stamping and stenciling anymore. If I could ever find my stencils, here's a little Tsunami Rose envelope and a little tag I made out of some funky paper I got from somewhere. I don't know where. I don't even have any more of it. And this is just a piece of cardstock from one of those paper pads, and I just ripped around it in distressed. And on this side is just a lined page from, I'm pretty sure this is Tsunami Rose also. And another little flip up here. Same butterfly and doily and tag there. And jumbo tag. It says make a memory with a doily decoupaged on there and a little sticker. And then this is just a piece of ephemera decoupaged onto this cardstock, and it says live with passion and a little tag. More of that pom-pom trim. This is kind of a double little pocket deal. In this one I've got two little tags. These are tags made from manila folders, and they just got little paper collaging and stamping and whatnot stamped on them. And I don't know if this one, if you can tuck behind, yeah, you can tuck behind this one as well. This one is a little doily tuck, like I made the coffee filter tucks, pretty much same thing. In the back here is just a piece of ephemera. Here's some Kool-Aid dyed lined paper and a little collaged tag. Okay, on this side is just a little flip out with a tiny little tuck behind here, tuck on this side also. It's like one of those that you just, they're sort of like bookmarks, or I don't know. And then I secured it with, I have this little thing, it's a stapleless stapler, and I just secured it that way. And there's just some, paper, the mason jar, and a little piece of ephemera there. On this side, lined paper and a piece of ephemera there. And I think this is a little envelope that I just made out of a piece of paper. Stuck that in there. And this is just made out of an index card. And on this side, two pretty plain tags that I've just distressed. And then this is an envelope, and it's empty, but it just fits over the, tucks under there, and then is on there. This is the last page. I've got a couple pieces of ephemera here in the little tuck with some lace, and oh no, not the last. This is the last page. This is also Tsunami Rose. I'm trying to think of the kit. I can't remember. Here's another little paper bag piece that I turned into a little pocket, and that one is completely glued down, so you've just got the one pocket there. And then let's get it in there. And you can tuck something in on this side, and I believe you can tuck behind this little ticket as well. That is a little ticket there. Okay, so there we go, and there's my little Sadie Mae again on the back by my little deal on the back. Okay, so there is that one. So now it's up to you guys to decide which one you think should be for draw number 1 and draw number 2, and I'll keep a tally, and that's kind of how we're going to do it. Now remember, one of these is going to go with a large medium size flat rate envelope stuffed, and the other one will also have something, but won't be quite as grand as the first pick. And down on the bottom, it will tell you again the rules. You have to like this video. You have to be a subscriber, and you have to send me something, anything of your choice that will go in, that I can put into my friend's journal. And it's not that I want to get stuff from people. What I want is a record. I want to see what you do. I want to, have a more of a connection with you that way. And be sure to include your return address and stuff. You never know. I might just shoot you a little Happy Mail sometime too. Um, so that's kind of where we're at with that. And I want to thank everybody for watching. This has been kind of a long video, actually. With all my goodies that stuff that I managed to find here and there, and then all this info about the giveaways. So, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You mean so much to me. You have no idea. It just thrills me every time I see a comment from somebody, or that somebody liked the video, or I mean, it's unbelievable to me that anybody even wants to see what I do, let alone write me a comment. So I appreciate it, and it means so much. So I'm going to sign off for now. So toodles for now, guys, and I will talk to you again in the next video, which is going to be the design team project for the month of May for Shabby Dabby Doodah. It's a little mini series. We're going to make a journal out of one of her digital kits. So, okay, toodles, bye.